A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words.
Hang in there, guys. Sometimes life gets tough and things go on around us that is out of our control. And the best thing we can do is surrender, really ground ourselves, and just ride it out. The rain doesn't last forever, and the sun will shine again. You have to believe that. So prior to me running and getting my camera so that I could come and record this dragonfly hanging here, there were 2 dragonflies on this power line right before the storm came in. Now, this ain't for everybody, but that could be significant to a partner leaving someone and leaving someone just hanging there. So maybe someone out there is feeling stuck, and on top of being depressed about this love partner, there's a lot going on around them too that they're having to deal with, to the point where they almost feel like giving up. And the only advice I could give is to keep believing that the sun will shine again. And how can I say that? Because I've been there. And I wouldn't change a thing, because it was the catalyst for my spiritual awakening and the deep healing process that I had to go through. And it's not fun or easy, feeling lost, stuck, not knowing which way to turn, who to turn to, especially if you don't have a support system. It can be really hard. So this is how Spirit spoke to me the other day. As I was walking down the road, I just seen a piece of trash, and I didn't think nothing of it. I just seen the words, "think safe." So I'm like, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's right on point with, I had some turbulent thoughts going on in my mind, and it was a reminder just to think safe. You're in God's hands, you're protected, know that everything is going to be okay. And then as I inspected the piece of paper and looked closer at what it actually was, I was baffled by the fact it was a life preserver instruction booklet. So when I started reading some of the lines on it, obviously it says it's a throwable device designed to be grasped and held by the user until rescued. Next line down says provides enough buoyancy for the user to hold their heads out of water. So if you don't know for a fact that you are protected and that everything is going to be okay and that the rain will subside, then it never will. And eventually you'll be overwhelmed with the flood of emotions to the point where you drowned. Hence the life preserver. Maybe this is a sign that help is on the way. Keep praying, keep believing, keep up your affirmations, meditate, and ground yourself. Like that dragonfly on the power line. He was anchored in, son. He wasn't going nowhere. He was stable. He didn't look shook by what was going on around him. Or her, it doesn't matter. So this next message was a really awesome synchronicity for me personally, because not only was this butterfly like one of a kind. I've seen a lot of butterflies out here, but none of them had this kind of pattern on it. And this pattern lines up exactly with a tattoo that I just did for somebody. Now, I want you to notice in the middle of the tattoo don't look like the butterfly, but that is because it is a cover-up. And that is actually a woman spreading her legs, and underneath it says, "Spread a little love." So I was glad to be able to get rid of that for him, and I did a lot of shading in the middle to blend it all together. So Spirit got my attention with the butterfly. But then I noticed the number 4, plain as day, on this slow motion video that I captured. So let's talk about it. The angel number 4 is an indication that your angels are offering you love, support, encouragement, and inner strength, enabling you to do what you need to do to achieve your goals with diligence and proficiency. When you take positive action towards your highest intention, aspirations, and goals, the universe works in your favor and helps you to establish solid foundations and advance you along your path. Angel number 4 indicates that your angels are around you and that you are able to call upon them for help, guidance, and assistance whenever you feel the need. Trust that you have all the skills, talents, and abilities to overcome any obstacles and achieve your highest aspirations. So with that being said, I just would like to point out the fact that there are people all around the world that are limited to what they can do, and they are achieving goals. And like, for instance, there are people with no legs that are dancing and living their dream. There's singers that can't hear, and there's piano players with no arms. So that will bring us into the inspirational part of the video. Please enjoy.
Hello. How you doing up there?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yes. My name's Drew. I have a stutter. That's what that is.
And what is your talent?
I'm a comedian.
A comedian, okay. And when did you start doing comedy?
For about 4 years ago, I didn't want to always do comedy, but I had a sports injury. That's why I talk like this. Almost 4 years ago, I was on a softball team. There was a grounder that took a bad hop and hit me in my throat, which damaged some nerves in my vocal cords. Excuse me. I felt angry about it at first. I started to write down all my frustrations on a napkin in the hospital. My girlfriend encouraged me to try just talking about those things on stage, and I started to do comedy as a way of I guess coping with it. The person I was before would probably never hang out with who I am today. I thought people were lucky if they got to talk to me. And that was a jerk.
Seems like God humbled him a little bit. He would have went his whole life never giving people the opportunity because he felt better than everybody else. And, you know, I had some arrogance to myself that I had to kind of look into and really observe from a different perspective and see where I was going wrong with, you know, my vanity. God humbled me in a way, you know, but that's for a different story. Let's get back into the video.
I feel a lot of responsibility to show people that you can turn anything into a positive.
How does softball cause a stutter?
Well, I guess you're not supposed to go to sleep on a concussion, but I know that now. And
you learn.
Yeah, live and you learn. And
are you in a relationship? Do you have a girlfriend or?
Yeah, I hope she's here.
And is she supportive of your stand-up career? Or?
No.
No, she's not supportive.
No, I mean she's sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. She took on 3 jobs, so I could pursue this.
Wow.
Sorry to interrupt again, but I'd like to kind of go into that a little bit more, because things can be really hard for you if you don't have a support system. And I'm really glad to see that he had a solid support system to help get him through his depression and was able to turn it into a joke. But I know that that ain't always the case, and there's people out there that don't have a support system, myself included. And I just really had to turn to spirit. And I know it's hard turning to something that, you know, isn't physical for comfort, but it works, man. Spirit has really taken me to places that I wouldn't have been able to get to on my own. So just something to think about. Let's get back into it.
And
Wow. It's a good woman, isn't it? You're going to have to marry her, you know. You just got to.
That's what she tells me.
Yeah. I'm anxious to hear your act. I wish you the best of luck. The stage is yours.
I'm okay with my voice, but I still struggle with some things like I have the hardest time at a drive-through. You know, cause you got to say the order fast, and you're talking through an intercom. It's like, I don't know why I work there. But I want to get to where people start to use my voice as the voice of their GPS. It's like in 1,000 feet, make a U-turn. Your destination is ahead of you on the right. Rerouting. U-turn. U-turn. You should have got. I believe that you can turn anything into positive. That's why I'm here. But I've come along some people who don't think that. Like I did a show one time where a guy stood up and it's like, hey, you can't just make fun of disabilities just because you have one. I was like, well, did I stutter? Thank you guys so much.
All right. Well, the crowd is definitely with you, Drew. You know, it is such a hard thing to get up on a stage when you've got everything going for you and everything's clear. And to go up there with your situation and to pull this off and to get the crowd with you is almost impossible. So I, along with the audience, applaud you for that.
Just like he said, folks, it seems like people that have, no reason to even fear things have a hard time doing it, and this guy was able to get up there with his disability and just make magic happen.
Really awesome.
What I love about you is you've taken your situation and, like you said, you've turned it into a positive. I was laughing even more the fact that you were laughing at your own jokes.
I wrote them. So.
Howie, what'd you think?
All right, here's what I thought. I know you're here to make people laugh, but I can't tell you how emotional you make me. Because comedy usually comes from a dark place. A lot of comedians, are depressed. I personally in my life have used laughter to try to gain some happiness. What you did is you looked for the light at the end of the darkness, and that light is your comedy.
Absolutely, my friends. I used to have one of my best friends, the best guy I knew, the most funniest guy I knew. I mean, anytime he was around, you just laughed and laughed. It was awesome, but I did not know that laughter was covering up some deep, dark, hidden emotions, and he finally succumbed to his depression and took his own life. some years back. I mean, this was like 15 years ago, and he had a 2-year-old child at the time, and that child grew up without his father, and that's all I can tell to the kid is how funny he was, like, and it's sad because he had his whole life ahead of him. Things may seem like there's no way out at the time, but there's always a way out, and, you know, Spirit's there to give you some comfort, man. Just really got to just believe that. Here we go.
And I'm telling you, I haven't been moved by an act like this up until this moment. And because of you, and because of this moment, I want to do something very special. Something I haven't had a chance to do, and I'd like to do this.
No excuses, folks. I got chills from head to toe. If you got a dream or a passion, don't let nothing hold you back. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
And what's your name?
Mandy Harvey.
And who's this?
My interpreter.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Nice to meet you,
you?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Doing well, thank you. Hello.
Okay, Mandy, so I think I've worked this out. So you're deaf?
Yes, I lost all my hearing when I was 18 years old.
Wow. And how old are you now?
29. So it's 10 years.
Wow. And Mandy, how did you lose your hearing, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a connective tissue disorder, so basically I got sick and my nerves deteriorated.
So you were singing before you lost your hearing?
Yeah, I've been singing since I was 4. So I left music after I lost my hearing and then figured out how to get back into singing with muscle memory, using visual tuners, and trusting my pitch.
So your shoes are off because you're feeling the vibration. Is that how you're following the music?
Yeah, I'm feeling the tempo, the beat through the floor.
And Mandy, what are you going to sing?
I'm gonna sing a song that I wrote called Try.
Okay, can you tell me what it's about?
After I lost my hearing, I gave up. But I want to do more with my life than just give up. So.
Good for you.
Okay.
Good for you. Okay, well, look, this is your moment, and good luck.
Okay. I don't feel the way I used to. The sky is gray, much more than it is blue. But I know one day I'll get through, and I'll take my place again if I would try. If I would try. Oh, there is no one for me to blame, 'cause I know the only thing in my way is me. I don't live the way I want to. That whole picture never came into view. But I'm tired of getting used to the day. So I will try. So I will try. If I would try. If I would try.
Mandy, I don't think you're going to need a translator for this.
There you have it, folks. Don't let nothing hold you back. Stay determined and grind it out. I don't even care if I make anything off of this video. If there's any copyright issues, please contact me before removing this video. I would like the proceeds to go where they belong. I'm not worried about monetization. So with that being said, this is for inspirational purposes. I just want to keep people motivated to hang in there and work through their issues and know that everything's going to be okay. Just try to follow your passion and ride it out. Everything will be okay. And with that being said, I hope you liked the video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And until next time, namaste.